morning, y'all. Ugh, hold on, I'm trying to get my camera together. I should have did this before. I don't call nobody relationship goals because you don't know what goes on in their marriage or in their relationship or anything. Now, me and my husband, we never had like any infidelity problems or anything like that, but we were just kids. Yeah, we were literally kids trying to figure out life. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. That just was the first thing that came to my mind. And me and him, we would be like going through our little phases, and people would be like, "Oh, you guys are goals, you guys are goals," and we would look at each other like, "What are they talking about?" I think it's just because we looked good as a couple, which I don't know. But I love my husband, and I love everything that we've gone through. No infidelity. But just because you don't have infidelity in your relationship, it doesn't mean that you don't have problems. But anyways, back to me wanting to do YouTube. Yeah. So I had, what do y'all think? So I had been like telling him, I want to do YouTube, I want to do YouTube. And my husband, he is literally so supportive. He was like, okay, if you want to do it, let's take it seriously. And then we came up with this 30-day challenge of posting. So here we are, guys. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that these are like too thick? So yeah, y'all ask me some stuff because I feel like I'm just talking in space. What are some things I feel like I could tell you guys about me? So me and Corey, my husband, what do we do for work? Yeah, I'm just like talking in space right now. So for work, we were independent adjusters. Great field to go in. We did that for like 4 years or so, and we made a lot of money. Hello, hey thing. Y'all, when I tell you I wanted to have 50, hi, thank you for even commenting. Y'all, when I tell you I could not wait to have, I can't open this, y'all, my hand's slippery. I could not wait to have 50,000, or 50,000 coming soon, but 50 subscribers, I'm just going to use the elf, y'all. 50 subscribers just so we could go live, like, I am not playing. Oh my God! So, anyways, back to what we did career-wise, because yeah, we were independent adjusters, and how we even got into this field is crazy. So my dad, he's a general contractor, Millennium Construction, based in Pensacola, Florida. And my mom actually used to work for this company called FEMA when I was a kid. My dad has been a contractor just as long as I've been alive, it feels like, for about 25 years, since 2020. And my mom worked for FEMA when I was a kid. So adjusting, it kind of was something that, I don't know, it was like a second option, I guess you could say. But what's so crazy is at the time when we were adjusting or getting into it, it was like 2018. I had a roommate from college who lived in Dallas, and she was like, hey, I feel like this will be something good for you to get into. She sent me like one of her pay stubs, y'all. She was making like $11,000 every 2 weeks. Cocktail. I would love a cocktail. But yeah, she was making like 11,500. I remember this because it's what motivated us to get into it. So she was making like $11,500 every 2 weeks. And at this time, me and my husband, my mom, my sister, and myself, we had just moved to Dallas, and we were figuring it out, y'all. Would you believe at one point we were even freaking homeless? Literally. That's a story for another time. Let me know if y'all want to know that detail. But yeah, so we were in Dallas figuring it out. So I'm like, oh my gosh, $11,000. Like, do you know what I could do with that money? And this is in 2018. This is when $11,000 actually felt like you were rich. So, y'all, that motivated me and my husband and my sister to go ahead and move forward with getting our adjuster's licenses, and that's what we did. And it took a while for us to get a deployment, which is basically like a job. But once we did, baby, it was on. So, yeah. And at one point, my sister, my husband, myself, and my brother, we all literally worked for the same company. And we were literally living a life. It was so great. Oh, and I'm just going to spot conceal, y'all, because I thought I was going to put on a full face of makeup, but honestly, I don't even feel like doing that. And we're just waiting on Corey to come back, and we'll get into some Reddit things. Excuse me. This is my little brush thing, y'all. So, yeah, where was I at? That's what we did. So we got into it adjusting independently. And what's so irritating, y'all, is when we first started, I don't even know what I'm looking for. When we first started adjusting and we got the information and the pay stubs from my old roommate, she didn't even have to send us the pay stubs. We had already believed her. But that's when everyone else, like, people were like, we had told people, we were like, hey, this is a great field to get. We had told people, y'all. Corey is so funny. But, y'all, we had told people, we was like, this is a great industry to get into. I know this girl, she makes X amount of money. She said, all you have to do is this, this, and this. So we trying to, y'all see a little spot. So we're trying to tell people everything about the job. Like, we can all do this together. We can make, this is in 2018, y'all. So whenever people, of course, they're like, oh yeah, we tell them how much money you can make. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, just playing it to the left. So we was like, you know what, screw it, we don't need nobody to believe in the vision. If they don't believe in it, that's really them. And essentially that's how we moved about it. Like, we was like, okay, whatever, if they don't believe it, we're still gonna move forward with it and put our faith in God and take our chances. And that's exactly what we did. And y'all, we literally made like at least $20,000 a month doing that. Now, the work was very tedious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, whenever a hurricane or like major windstorms or something like that would happen, you could almost bet your butt that you were gonna be working 7 days a week. But at the same time, you don't know if your deployment was gonna be, it could have been 7 days and you could literally get released the same day. Like, it just, you was taking a chance. But we love taking that chance, and we already had the background. So that's what we did. We took that chance, y'all. We made like minimum $20,000 a month. And then at that point, like, once people started to see, like, okay, dang, they actually are making the money that they said that they were going to make, that's when, yeah, independent adjusting. So that's when people had started to be like, oh, how did y'all do that? How did y'all make that money? Put me on. Baby, it's too late. It's too late to put you on that money, because when we was in grinding mode and we wanted a team to be grinding with us, they didn't believe. And I hate people like that. So at that time, we didn't even have the time to put nobody on, because we was trying to put ourselves on. We was still in hustle mode. So, y'all, when people are trying to put you on game about a way to make some money, and it's early on, you need to have your ear to the street, even if you feel like it's something that you won't benefit from, because you just might do your own research. Y'all, I get so, okay, I was gonna get mad. But yeah, so that's how we got into, like, I don't know, y'all. I guess I'm not gonna say like a luxurious life, because I don't know. It definitely still have our trials and tribulations, but that's how we got into the position we're into today. Is through independent adjusting, through insurance. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I hate insurance. But I feel like a lot of it is just really understanding your policy. And in that regard, I feel like it goes back to the agent. If your agent isn't explaining your coverages appropriately to you, yes, you're going to hate insurance, because you're not going to understand. Insurance is a contract. You can only go based on what you purchased. That's why finding a good agent is critical. Literally, y'all. Because people will blame you not having coverage. Like, okay, mold, in cases of mold, if you don't have a mold endorsement or on your policy, it's not going to be covered. 9 times out of 10. I mean, there are one-off cases where some companies will cover like mold. We'll get into that. If you guys want insurance jargon, let me know, because me and Corey can definitely give that to you for sure. But that's how we got into making money and being able to afford the life that we wanted so young. And I feel like sometimes I'm like, dang, did we do it? Did we start making that much money too young? Because this is probably like fresh out of college, maybe like a year after college. So 2018, 2019, 2018, I'm not gonna lie, getting married was the best thing that happened to me in 2018. But the trials that came with figuring life out after college, that was stressful, y'all. That was so stressful, but we did it. And what else is so crazy? Me and Corey, we got married with nothing. We had no money. And we were able to make money together. So God is literally just so good. Literally so good. Yeah, so if anyone, that's why I don't understand like why people put so much like some people try to downplay trades and stuff like that. Are you crazy? Literally, some of the estimates that my husband and I would see for plumbers would run in the 20,000s. And some of them would be like mom and pops type companies, but I mean, if they can do the work, they're licensed, they're getting paid. They're getting paid. I don't understand it. HVAC, they make a killing. I know you guys seen Shamia's husband on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do y'all seriously think like that's why when people be like, oh, I don't want to work for nobody, I be like, are you crazy? Like, just because you have the notion of being like, oh, I'm the boss, sometimes I think it messes with people's heads, because you can still be a boss and work for someone else. It's all about the mentality. Like, whenever my husband and I were working at that independent firm, do you seriously, never, not one time did we ever be like, oh, we work for such and such, oh, we a worker. What? Hey, when that check came, it reminded me every single 2 weeks that we was a boss. So even now, like, you definitely just have to change your perspective when you're going into work. Definitely. And I feel like that's how you become rich. But back to trades. Me and my husband, we're pro trade. The adjusting, that was a trade. You know what I mean? And it just opens your eyes to a whole bunch. Sorry, guys. Had a little alarm. Oh. Can y'all see me? I'm getting irritated. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I can't tell. Can y'all see me? Comment.